Bluey may look like a fun, lighthearted kids show, but there's so much more going on beneath the surface than you think. 1. Missy's hidden story. In the episode Pass the Parcel, the kids have fun unwrapping gifts and running to their moms. Most of the moms look just like their kids, like Bluey and Bingo with their mom Chili or Judo and her mom. But when Missy runs to her mom, something feels off. Missy's mom doesn't look like her at all. Missy has floppy ears, but her mom has pointy ones. Missy's fur is a different texture too. This little detail makes us wonder, are Missy and her mom really related? In every other family, the kids resemble their parents. But Missy's family doesn't follow that pattern. It hints at something deeper. Could Missy be adopted? If she is, it sends a touching message. Family isn't just about looking the same. It's about love, connection, and the bond you share, no matter where you come from. Missy's story shows us that family is about heart, not just appearance. 2. Pretzels struggle to fit in. In Calypso, all the kids are having fun, except for one, Pretzel. While everyone else plays, he's stuck, unsure of what to do. He takes a step forward, then pulls back. It's like he wants to join, but something's stopping him. This moment stands out because it feels so real. Pretzel isn't just shy, he's hesitant, as if socializing is harder for him than for the others. It's a tiny detail, but it hints at something deeper. Maybe he struggles with anxiety, or maybe he's just a little more introverted. Then, Calypso steps in. Instead of pushing him to join, she guides him gently. She shows him how to engage with the group, letting him find his own way in. This moment doesn't just teach us about playing. It shows us how important patience and understanding are when helping someone who struggles with socializing. It's a quiet, meaningful story about being kind and giving others the space to be themselves. 3. Jack's salute and his growth. In the episode Army, Jack is the new kid at school and quickly joins Rusty's army. First, Jack struggles to follow along. He's not quite sure how everything works, and his actions don't quite match the rules. But there is one small detail that stands out. When Jack salutes, he uses his left hand. That's not the way it's done. In the army, you always salute with your right hand. This little mistake might seem small, but it hints at something deeper. As Jack goes through Rusty's training, something changes. By the end of the episode, Jack's salute is perfect. He's using his right hand, just like a true soldier. This isn't just about getting the salute right, it's about Jack learning and improving. That small detail shows his growth over time. He started out unsure, but by the end, he's confident and skilled. It's a quiet reminder that learning takes time, and sometimes mistakes are just part of the journey. 4. Mackenzie's mom, suffering from chronic disease. Mackenzie's mom has always had a unique look, but did you notice how her appearance changes between the early and later episodes? In the beginning, she only had a single spot on one side of her face, but as the show goes on, spots start showing up on both sides. What's going on here? Some might think she just dyed her fur, like people who change their hair color, but there's a more likely explanation that makes more sense. Since Bluey often reflects real-life issues, Mackenzie's mom might have vitiligo, a condition that causes patches of skin or fur to lose pigment. It's a condition where one part of her fur is brown and the other is white, with more brown appearing over time. If this is true, it's a clever way for Bluey to include a real-world issue without explicitly mentioning it. They never draw attention to it, leaving it for sharp-eyed viewers to notice. It's a subtle, meaningful addition that brings real-life awareness to the show in a quiet, thoughtful way. 5. Maynard's mysterious connection. Maynard doesn't show up much in Bluey, but when he does, it's clear he's been around for a long time. He's close to Grandpa Mort, knows Bluey and Bingo, and feels like part of the family. But there's one thing that stands out. Why was he at Frisky and Uncle Rad's wedding? Most of the guests at the wedding are either family or close friends, but Maynard doesn't seem to fit into either group. So, what's his story? One idea is that Maynard could be an old friend of Frisky. We know Frisky and Chili have known each other for years, probably since childhood. Chili grew up in the same area where Maynard spends time with Mort, so it's possible Maynard has been part of their lives for a long time. Maybe he's like an uncle figure to Frisky. If that's true, it makes sense for him to be there on her special day. Another theory is that Maynard and Uncle Rad met through work. Maynard runs a gas station and Uncle Rad works on an oil rig. Maybe their jobs brought them together and they formed a friendship. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. Maynard is no stranger to the Healer family. His connection to them might go much deeper than we think. 6. Winton's dad and his hidden life. In The Quiet Game, there's a small but shocking detail about Winton's dad. As he walks past a homeless man, he leaves a bill in the man's hat. On the surface, it seems like a simple act of kindness. But if you look closer, there's more to this scene than meets the eye. Winton's dad isn't alone. He's walking with a woman, holding her hand. But she's not Winton's mom. She looks like a completely different breed, which makes it seem unlikely she's just a relative or friend. The show doesn't explain this, but it raises a big question. Could Winton's dad be leading a double life? Is he seeing someone else behind his wife's back? This could explain why Winton seems a bit different. He's often awkward and overly honest, sometimes just a little off. Maybe he's picking up on something at home that no one talks about. Or maybe he knows exactly what's going on and has been carrying that weight in silence. This small background detail could change everything we thought we knew about Winton and his family. 7. The Terrier's Hidden Story. In the same episode, there's a small, heartbreaking detail tucked away in the background. Right after the title appears, Bandit walks past a man sitting on the sidewalk, asking for money. At first, he seems like just another background character, but look closer, and you'll notice something strange. This man looks almost identical to the father of the terriers. Same fur color, same facial features. It's not just a coincidence. Bluey loves hiding meaningful details in plain sight, so this might be one of those moments. Could it be that the terrier's dad is going through something tough? Maybe a divorce that left him struggling. If this is true, it changes how we see the terriers. They're always full of energy, playing war games and charging into battles. But what if that's their way of coping with a deeper pain? Maybe they're using play to deal with something difficult in their lives. The show never says it outright, but this hidden background moment raises some serious question. Maybe next time you watch The Terriers, you'll catch more clues about their real story. 8. Uncle Rad's Mysterious Fur. At first glance, Uncle Rad seems like a regular healer, but there's something unusual about his fur. It's not just red or blue like the others. It's a mix of both, half red, half blue. Here's where it gets interesting. Grandpa Bob and Grandma Chris are both blue healers, and blue healers usually don't have red pups. So how did Rad end up with this unique fur? The answer could lie in genetics. Even though Rad's parents are both blue healers, they might carry the red gene hidden deep in their DNA. If both passed it down, Rad could end up with fur that's a mix of both colors. It's rare but possible. But there's another theory. What if Rad has a different parent altogether? Maybe there was a red healer somewhere in his family line. This could explain the split fur and even why Grandpa Bob is never around. Whatever the story, it's clear that Uncle Rad's fur tells a bigger story than anyone realized. 9. Chili's Hidden Past. Chili's mom, Kate, is a mystery that the show never fully explains. While we don't know exactly what happened to her, small details give us clues about her story. In the episode Dragon, Chili remembers her mom from when she was a pup. The name Dragon could be a hint. It might symbolize something fierce but painful, like an illness. Some fans believe it could represent cancer, a long battle Kate might have fought before she passed away when Chili was very young. If this theory is true, Chili's childhood was far from easy. With her dad, Mort, often away in the military, Chili may have had to grow up fast and handle a lot on her own. She might have witnessed her mom's struggle, which could explain why she's so protective of her family now. But here's the saddest part. Chili doesn't even remember meeting Bandit for the first time. Maybe her mind was too focused on the pain at home. Bluey never spells it out because some things are just too hard to talk about. 10th Wendy's Silent Grudge. In dance mode, the Healer family is having a blast, turning the sidewalk into their own dance floor. Chili's moving, Bandit's grooving, and Bluey's showing off some impressive moves. But if you pay attention to Wendy, things get interesting. When Pat compliments Bluey's dancing, Wendy's face changes. It's quick but noticeable. She suddenly looks frustrated, like she heard something that rubbed her the wrong way. Why does Wendy react like this? One possibility is that Wendy secretly has feelings for Bandit. Watching him have so much fun with Chili might hit a nerve. Or maybe there's some underlying tension between her and the healers. Could she be jealous? Seeing the healers so happy while she's stuck in her car, alone, might have triggered something. Whatever's going on, Wendy's reaction is telling. Bluey is full of hidden details, and this tiny moment could point to a bigger, untold story. 11. The Journey of Bluey's Tooth Fairy Dollar. Bluey's Tooth Fairy Dollar is no ordinary bill. It's had quite the adventure. In the market, Bluey gets her hands on it, but she can't decide what to buy. Winton's dad suggests a candy apple, but things don't go as planned, and the dollar keeps changing hands. It's passed from Winton to a sausage vendor, then to other characters, until it magically ends up back with Bluey. But the journey doesn't end there. In dance mode, that very same dollar makes another appearance. This time, it's sitting in the hat of a musician. But here's the twist. The musician is actually based on Geoff Bush, the composer of Bluey's iconic music. It's a fun little detail that ties the show's world together. That $1 has been everywhere and has a secret connection to the creative heart of Bluey itself. And that's a wrap on these hidden Bluey details you probably missed. Who knew there was so much more to discover? Stick around. There's always something new waiting to be uncovered in your favorite shows.